Hey guys, what's going on? Space Cowboy here. Welcome back to the channel with another video for you guys here today. Before we get started, if you guys can, down below, hit the like button. Helps the channel out a lot. Super easy to do. On top of that, if you guys could, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you are new so that you can make sure that you receive more Dallas Cowboys content. And alongside that, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the content when it drops. Now, I wanted to have a video talking about the offensive line for this season. Obviously, a lot of these videos I'm doing are a bit of precursors towards when we get towards training camp and start seeing what exactly is going on. So, what are we looking at with our offensive line? Well, we got to figure out who's going to be the starters. And I think that this is pretty obvious. And getting some hints from the OTAs and just from hearing from what's been spoken about, it looks like that the starting offensive line is going to be as follows. It's going to be Tyron Smith at left tackle. At left guard, it's going to be Connor Williams. Center is going to be Tyler Biadasz. Right guard is going to be Zack Martin. Right tackle is going to be Lyle Collins. Now, if everyone stays healthy, that is a good to great offensive line. And I understand that people be like, don't say great. I'm not saying it's like best in the league type stuff, but when you put everything into perspective, the Cowboys, if fully healthy at offensive line, have a serviceable to good to great offensive line that can get the job done, and we look at it this way. If Tyron, I understand his health is going to be a massive concern. Those are the main focal points, are the tackles. How's Tyron going to hold up? He says the same shtick every year. Oh, I'm in the best shape of my career, this and that. He said that every single season for the past however many seasons. And this year is more important because he was out last year for the entire season with a neck thing. So if he continues this trend of keep getting hurt, but it's not like, okay, he's out for like 2-3 games. Like, I can handle that. Sure, injuries happen. But if he is out a more significant amount of time, now we're going to have a problem. And he could be a cap casualty in 2021. So, with that being said, we got to keep an eye on Tyron Smith. Now, Lyle, completely different situation. We look at what happened with him and the whole hip thing, and it's more so of a, how is he going to hold up with him being fully healthy? Is like the injury to his hip going to debilitate him in being 100% and being at the best he can be? Because when you get hip surgery as a lineman, it can impact your play. So we got to see what happens. And even if he's playing at 70 to 80% of what he once was, that's still relatively good considering how he's been progressing at the right tackle position. He's done very well since he's moved there. And I really hope that he ends up being the best he can be and there's no setbacks. And based off of what we're hearing and what we're seeing, looks like that's not to be the case. Now, Zack Martin, we all know that he is one of the best linemen in the league, if not the best lineman in the league, okay? And he had some injury issues last year. And, he's getting up there in age. He's in his 30s now. And, you look at Tyron, he's in his 30s too. So you have the two older guys on the offensive line. Now, Zach, I feel like last year was more of an aberration. But we have to keep things, fully honest here. And, as these guys get older, Tyron's been in the league for as long as I can remember, for like a decade now. And, with Zach, he's been in the league since 2014. So he's getting those miles put on his body. Now, I don't think he's going to be, knock on wood, I don't think he's going to be injury prone. But I do believe that the Cowboys have quality depth in case he gets hurt. Because either way, I feel like if two of your linemen are healthy, more specifically, let's say that Lyle or, if Tyron and Zach are your guys that happen to be healthy the whole year, that's great, because you have quality depth to handle one of these guys being down. If two of these guys are down, now you're kind of stretching it, and it's hard to really facilitate offense with a hurt offensive line. That's going to be the key for this offense to really be elite and top of the pack. So, if this offensive line is good to go, and we looked at what happened last year, Zeke had a down year, the offense at times sputtered. if the Cowboys can at least keep that offensive line healthy, I feel like Dak's going to have a fantastic year. I think Zeke will do fine. That's a given. Now, at center and left guard, these are more future questions because with left guard, and I did a video talking about, with Connor Williams, is he going to be the guy there permanently, or are they going to give him a second contract? I don't know yet. I think this is a wait-and-see type of thing because you do have other options if you let him walk. You got Connor McGovern, you have Brandon Knight and stuff like that, and we got to be real here. Brandon Knight, honestly, is a much better guard than he is a tackle. But that doesn't mean, he can't play tackle at all. Now, getting to Tyler Biadasz, who's going to be the starting center, this is huge because we need to figure out, is he going to be able to hold his own? Me personally, he did fine last year with the circumstances that he was in. And I think that given more reps, I think he's going to be fantastic for what we got with him, draft-wise. Taking him in the 4th round type of thing. So as long as these two guys, we need to figure out, are these guys going to be the future starters there? Is one of these guys going to be a cap casualty? Like, I could definitely see Connor getting a second contract before the season begins, and then maybe Tyron or someone gets left go because as a cap casualty. And we have to consider that the cap is going up significantly, so it's not ridiculous to think that Connor Williams can't get paid, So before I end, first things first, we need to talk about the depth, okay? Now that we got the starters out of the way. The depth, I feel, is good enough to handle one and at most 2 guys going down. If more than 3 guys get hurt, I don't think this offensive line is going to be, like upper echelon type. I'm not saying even with all the starters it's that, but I think if all the starters play, it's probably a top 10, top 5 unit, to be completely honest with you. And, it's a lot of gray area right there. So if the Cowboys can keep this offensive line upright, I have no shadow of a doubt that this team is going to do well in 2021. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could, down below, leave a comment how you feel about the offensive line. And thank you so much for reaching the end of the video as well. Make sure to leave a like if you haven't done so already. And subscribe if you enjoyed this so you get more of it. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on new content when it drops. Alright guys, have a great rest of your day. Peace out. Bye-bye.